Recording live from Planet Vegeta, pre-false flag attacks. It's the Dragon Balls Deep podcast with your hosts, Devin and Drew.
It's the Dragon Balls Deep podcast. Back again. We are now known as the what would it be? The Planet Vegeta Truthers?
Yeah. We don't believe that shit.
No corrections for this episode from me.
Yeah, me neither. I don't got nothing.
I didn't make up any words last time. I was looking through my notes here. Apparently this episode, according to my notes, I wasn't too fond of it.
I didn't think it was that bad. I liked it.
I know, like thinking about it right now, like I know it had some good moments, and there's actually some parts that I really liked, but just looking at my notes, apparently during the process I was not a fan. But
it's like the one thing with like Dragon Ball, like I can watch the same episode like 3 or 4 times and it's like a different experience every time, like depending on like what I'm paying attention. Like the first time I watch it, it'll be all right, and then the second time it's like I didn't like it, but then when we start discussing it around here, it's like, oh, I kind of appreciate it a little more, or I hate it more. Who knows? It's always different.
Yeah.
There's definitely like a lot of like subtle things you can pick up on if you really pay attention.
True. Let's get into it.
Yep.
Dragon Ball Z Episode 20. Originally aired on September 20th, 1989 in Japan, and January 17th, 1997 in the US. The show begins on King Kai's planet, where the last episode left off. Goku is celebrating that he finally caught Bubbles, raising him in the air and saying, "Look, King Kai, I caught the monkey." Bubbles is okay with all of this. Goku says he's ready for the next part of the training, or Phase 2 as King Kai calls it. King Kai says, "No more monkey business."
All right, we got to get to this. What the fuck is like Bubbles doing? Like, does he like mouth kiss Goku?
Yeah,
what was going on there?
Then we see Goku doing something to Bubbles, or Bubbles doing something to Goku. I don't know.
Hate to say it, but I think this might have started the AIDS epidemic. Fucking Goku brought that shit back with him through Stinkway.
Yeah. I don't know what was going on here, but it didn't look appropriate.
You can't kiss monkeys and people.
I mean, if that's what he was doing, I don't know.
Something was going on. There were some weird sound effects too that went along with it.
The whole thing was just.
And I thought I'd like check on like another audio track, like the Japanese audio track, and it's the same sound effect though. I don't know what they were going for.
Did they say anything in the subs?
No.
Well, use your imagination and
very strange.
I'd like to just move on if that's okay.
Yeah.
King Kai then takes a deep breath and begins shouting very loudly. What is happening? Goku asks King Kai what he did, to which King Kai replies, "I yelled at the top of my lungs." He's not wrong. Goku asks why he did that, and King Kai says, "You'll see." We then see King Kai scream. We don't really see it, but we hear it, and we see the force of it coming back around the planet. This is ridiculous. King Kai says that it was a long distance call. Can we?
Yeah.
I wrote down, can we skip this episode?
Yeah, we have a equally bad joke in the subs where he says he's catching his breath.
That might be worse.
Yeah. There's your sub versus dub. Dub wins. Well, actually, they both lose.
Double
honestly
knockout, disqualification, no contest. Goku says King Kai can't be a martial arts master. We then hear a voice say, "Hey, I heard that," as a big ball of light hits Goku, knocking him down. Goku says, "What is it?" To which the ball of light responds, "I'm not an it." Goku assumed his pronoun, I guess. The ball of light then turns into a little grasshopper man. Goku says, "Hey, it's a little grasshopper man." Touché. King Kai finds this funny. The little grasshopper man does not. The little grasshopper man says that his name is Gregory and that he's King Kai's most trusted assistant.
I feel like Gregory is the whitest name in Dragon Ball.
Gregory. I guess, yeah, maybe.
There's no real English names in the Dragon Ball series. Gregory might be the only one.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a ton I'm not thinking of. This will definitely get us some corrections department for sure.
Yeah,
but I'm going to go out on a limb and say Gregory is the only English name. If it's even English, I don't know. European.
Gregory. Yeah, I don't know. It's something. I feel like some characters come up later in the series that might have normal names. But we'll see.
We shall see.
The little grasshopper man says he's a fearless martial arts master with no equal aside from King Kai. Gregory and Goku go back and forth a bit. Goku says King Kai's methods bug him. King Kai finds this funny too. King Kai is easily amused. King Kai informs Goku that Gregory will be his next test. A bug? Goku says. Gregory says, "Hey buddy, I'm a grasshopper." Same thing. Goku...
Yeah, misspecied him. It's a hate crime.
Well, grasshopper's a bug, so... you know.
Gregory and his cricket brigade.
Good one, Nappa. Goku... Oh, you think if Goku's if Bubbles is the original Saiyan, is Gregory the original Arlian?
Arlian, yeah. He must be. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Interesting. This is a... Okay.
But I was a little skeptical of King Kai's training last episode, but now I'm completely convinced that King Kai is a full-blown movement coach.
He's one of those, a Tai Chi guy.
Yeah, he's a movement coach. He's fucking Ito Portal.
Oh.
I'd say Kami's a Tai Chi master. King Kai's a movement coach.
I thought Popo was the one playing touch butt in the pendulum room.
Nah, not like King Kai. King Kai takes it to a whole new level. I'm almost convinced that King Kai's training is just complete bullshit all around. And Goku would the only thing that Goku benefited from was the travel to and from Snake Way and the gravity on the planet. That's about it. All the other shit was just nonsense.
He learns Kaioken and Spirit Bomb.
Yeah, I guess that too. But the whole monkey thing and the grasshopper thing,
it's definitely some touch butt.
It's touch butt for sure.
Goku says he thought King Kai was going to train him personally. Gregory says that King Kai will accept anyone these days, and that Goku doesn't know anything about showing respect to his elders.
If Gregory thinks King Kai will accept anybody now, wait until we see who comes there later.
Very true. I wonder how old Gregory is. And Bubbles, too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, I take that back. I don't. Like, the less numbers and ages and timelines, the better the show is.
Time.
We can do without that. King Kai then creates a giant mallet out of thin air. Another one of those, like, random, useless powers that you never really see.
Mm-hmm.
King Kai.
Well, I guess if King Kai has the ability to just make things appear out of midair, that maybe explains where he got his car from.
Oh, shit. He just made the car?
Yeah. He just visualized it like a vision board.
Well, then why is he, like, fixing it in the next episode?
Just, he's bored. He wants something to do.
I guess he's, like, manifesting the parts for it.
Yeah,
and then,
exactly.
Yeah, all right. I'll buy it. King Kai tosses the mallet to Goku and tells him to catch, which he does, but immediately drops it due to the weight plus the gravity. Goku can barely lift this thing. King Kai tells Goku to take the hammer and try and hit Gregory with it. He says if he can complete this task, he will allow Goku to train under him directly. I mean, I get it, but does he realize how little time they have? I mean, it took Goku 3 weeks to catch a monkey.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, 3 weeks. It's insane.
Goku was fine with all of this, even a bit excited. Gregory then flies up into the air, and he turns into a bright blue light. Or rather, he just starts glowing. I'm not sure what the point of this is. I guess it's him powering up. It's Gregory's Kaioken, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go with it.
Gregory says, "All right, here I come," and he flies towards Goku, like they're playing baseball or something. But he hits Goku and knocks him down, and then just flies off. Goku is impressed at Gregory's speed, but before he realizes Gregory is coming towards him again, and again hits him, knocking him down. Goku calls him a creep. I'm not sure why.
Who do you think would win in a fight between Gregory and Jiminy Cricket?
Gregory?
I don't know.
Jiminy Cricket doesn't have any powers, and he's really small.
So is Gregory.
Yeah,
I feel like they have to be
like
same size.
Jiminy Cricket's like actual like cricket size.
True, I guess so.
But he does have an umbrella.
He does have an umbrella.
Maybe he can impale Gregory.
Yeah, he can fly inside of him and control his brain.
What?
That's what bugs do.
He's a cricket. He's not the. He's not the parasite that. Are we having a Joe Rogan moment here? We're going to talk about the parasite that invades grasshoppers and makes them jump in the water and.
Toxoplasma. Oh yeah, the parasite. Oh yeah, what's that shit called? Oh, we don't need to get into that.
Some kind of worm thing. I've seen one. It's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really weird. But yeah, let's not get into that. King Kai makes note that he's never given a trainee a hammer as heavy as the one he gave Goku.
Except for that one time where he was training Gallagher in comedy and combat.
Gallagher's not funny, though.
You don't think so? I think he's about as funny as King Kai. That one went over your head, didn't it?
It did. No, King Kai's funnier than him.
I don't know. Is he still even around?
I don't think he does. Yeah, he is. I don't think he does comedy anymore.
No?
He's around. Nobody likes him now because he's a giant piece of shit.
Oh yeah, what is he? Does he like beat women with his mallet?
I think he's worse than that.
He lures kids into his van with watermelon.
Ooh. dark. I think he went on stage one time but he didn't do any comedy. He just like lectured the crowd.
He got like political.
Yeah, he's either super political or like super religious or something.
Did he ever make a comeback after the Black Gallagher thing? The Chappelle
What's
show?
the Black Gallagher thing?
You remember Chappelle did that sketch on his show?
Barely.
I think the whole sketch was just him being a Black Gallagher. But he was like hood as fuck, and like I forget what the quote was, but yeah, he ends up pulling out a gun and just shooting the watermelon.
I don't want to comment on that.
Oh man, so Gregory's in for it now, huh?
Well, they're basically playing baseball here. Gregory flies towards Goku, and Goku has to hit him. For some reason, at least I wrote it down while I was watching it, that I thought that it was going to be more like the Bubbles chase. It had been a while since I watched this, but we'll see.
Yeah. Gregory ends up being like pretty powerful. Like he's got that Kaioken in him.
Yeah, kinda. Gregory flies towards Goku again. This time Goku is ready for him, or he thinks he is. But Gregory does something here. It's some kind of attack. He like emits waves and it knocks Goku down. King Kai and Bubbles leave Goku and Gregory to their training. Gregory mocks Goku as Goku struggles to lift his giant hammer. We then see Goku chasing Gregory around the planet. And here, okay, so it is like the Bubbles chase.
Yeah, except that King Kai's plan is turned into like Goku's personal whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole.
Yeah, I think Gregory would have been better off as like a gopher or some shit.
A mole.
It would have been more fitting. Or a groundhog.
Same thing.
Yeah, except only one comes out on Groundhog's Day.
What?
I think.
Wait, what?
Are they actually the same thing? I'm pretty sure they're different animals.
Yes, they are. No, those are prairie dogs.
Prairie dogs.
You made me lose my spot.
Alright, did he smash the car yet?
No, he didn't. We see Goku is destroying the planet. There's holes all over the place. And then we hear glass break as King Kai tells them to be careful. But what did he really expect when he gave Goku a giant hammer?
Yeah, and who's going to clean all this up? Because King Kai doesn't have a popo. He doesn't have some...
Bubbles.
Bubbles? Bubbles is a popo?
Yeah.
He's slave.
Slave Bubbles.
Slave Bubbles. It's messed up, man.
Racist.
They're so
Bubbles.
racist.
Bubbles seems like he kind of has, like, I don't want to say hidden powers, but like he can fix shit.
What gives you that idea?
I don't know, because he doesn't really do anything and he just seems so simple, but he can probably do like a lot that you wouldn't expect that he can.
With this monkey wrench?
Good one, King Kai.
Learn that from the best.
You gonna start smashing watermelons next?
Yeah.
King Kai needs his own, like a second planet just for dedicated to training people.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah. So he wouldn't have to worry about shit like this. King Kai goes to check, and he screams when he sees that Goku has broken the windshield on his car. Goku then smashes the roof of his car, which makes King Kai furious, but this is kind of his fault.
Anything but the car.
Actually, it's Gregory's fault because Gregory landed on the roof of King Kai's car and baited Goku in.
Yeah, do you think this is the first time that Gregory's done this?
Probably not.
Yeah, I have a feeling that this is definitely intentional, and it's definitely because he's sick of King Kai tasking every fighter to smash him with a mallet like an asshole.
Yeah. Although it probably doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, the last one to do it was King Emma.
Probably the only one to do it.
Yeah.
King Kai's car is now completely totaled. We then see a tree fall in the distance, and we can only assume that Goku knocked it down.
It's likely.
Meanwhile, back on Earth, in the middle of nowhere, Gohan and Piccolo are still training. Gohan still has a broken orbital. Piccolo says that Gohan is too easy a target.
Yeah, he must have. I think he broke his nose and then blew it.
Yeah. Well, only one of his eyes. Well, I guess that...
I think only one will get...
I'm sure that can happen. I'm not a doctor.
You're not an orthopedist?
That too. Gohan apparently has learned how to dodge Piccolo's punches and kicks, so Piccolo fires a energy blast at him, point blank, practically.
Yeah, it looked like it hurt. It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it is. Tough love, though, I guess.
Yeah.
This knocks Gohan off the edge of a cliff, but he manages to grab on with one hand. He tells Piccolo to give him a break, so Piccolo steps on his hand, making Gohan fall hundreds of feet to his death. Gohan catches a branch on the way down, actually. And how many times has this happened now?
Yeah, this is definitely a recurring thing of catching branches and then breaking. Like, it literally just happened last episode when Goku was climbing the tree after Bubbles.
Piccolo was annoyed that Gohan, who just fell hundreds of feet off a cliff, is lying on the ground with possibly a spinal injury. So he just does what he always does, and he begins to meditate. Piccolo says at this rate he'll never be able to face the two Saiyans. We then see Gohan attempting to climb up the side of the cliff he just fell off of. He yells up to Piccolo that he's stuck and he can't get out. Stuck in what? Did he fall in a hole?
Yeah, the dub doesn't really make a whole lot of sense in here, and the sub even makes less sense.
Because it looked to me like he was just on the ground.
So, this is where it gets interesting. In the sub, that whole time when he's down there on the ground, Gohan is just yelling random words. So, I wrote them down. See if you can make sense of it. He yells, squirrel, watermelon, seagull, killifish, gorilla, or no, monster, cow, white shark, Keens, apple, gorilla, lion. And then he says, you say the next one.
What?
Yeah. So I had to Google this. And I guess Gohan was playing some Japanese word game where you yell out a word, and then I think like the last syllable of that word, the next person has to say a word where the word starts with that syllable.
Okay.
So of course, if you translate it, it doesn't make any sense at all. It's just a bunch of random words.
Oh, okay. Go figure.
Yep, so Gohan is trying to play a child game with his Uncle Piccolo.
They should have put that in the dub. Just him fucking yelling random words.
Yeah, it would have been kind of funny. Or they could have had him like yell out something, I don't know, a different game. I spy. Something.
I spy.
But yeah, the game is called Shiratori.
Sounds fun.
I guess.
It doesn't.
Maybe for a long car ride to all the way up to the lookout. That takes 6 episodes.
I always play Spot the Car.
Spot the car.
Yeah. You gotta spot the cars.
What do you mean spot? Just
all the cars.
all the cars?
Yeah, not trucks though, just cars.
What do you do when you spot them?
Nothing. You just say, "There's a car. There's a car. There's a car. There's a car.
Oh, God.
There's a whoops truck."
I'd push you out of the car.
That's a extremely what would you call? Not vague, but it's a reference to something, but something very obscure. It's a very obscure reference.
It is.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. We'll leave that one for the fans.
They won't know it. They'll Google it because they're cheaters.
Bunch of goddamn dirty cheaters.
That dirty giant, brother. Gohan yells for Piccolo to help him, but Piccolo just sits there and ignores him. We then go to the lookout to check in on the other Z warriors. Tien and Yamcha are sparring while Krillin throws punches at a dancing Yajirobe. Chaozu, meanwhile, isn't doing jack shit. He's just standing around with Kami and Popo watching everyone else train. Chaozu says that Tien and Yamcha seem about equal. Whoa.
I don't know about that, dude.
I don't know about that. Krillin tries to punch Yajirobe, who is eating corn. Krillin charges at Yajirobe, but Yajirobe ducks and makes Krillin trip. Yajirobe then begins eating Krillin's ass.
Yajirobe plays by prison rules, man. No mercy.
That was... I wonder why no one else uses this technique. Or actually, yeah, no. Goku bites sometimes. But
I'd say he definitely bit some people in Dragon Ball.
oh, for sure. Goku goes straight for the face and the genitals.
Yeah, like the true fucking chimpanzee that he is.
I wonder if Bubbles has ever attacked anybody like that.
Goes straight for the face and genitalia.
Maybe some ogre came by one day. Bubbles just freaked out.
Yeah, ripped his face off.
Yeah.
Sent him back to King Yama. Fucking every finger broken.
So now there's some
mangled face.
ogre Elliot there, yeah, with just a fucked up face. Krillin was biting, Yajirobe was biting Krillin, and I guess he saw what was going on in that pendulum room and decided, since he wasn't, he wasn't receiving, he had to partake.
I guess
Back on King Kai's planet, Goku is still chasing Gregory. Goku says, "Slow down a little, I won't hit you that hard." We then see that King Kai's planet is all destroyed from Goku smashing everything. King Kai calls for a timeout. He says that it's time for dinner. Goku is happy about this. Gregory, on the other hand, is not. He tells King Kai not to feed him. We then see Goku eating like usual. We also see Bubbles, who is now wearing a hat.
Yes, I wrote this down. I'm always interested when... I feel like it's a special moment when they give animals hats in Dragon Ball.
It seems to be happens a lot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all right, we first had the tiger, still Gohan's hat. We had the owl with the hat.
Owl, now Bubbles.
Yeah, there's a running cat. We have to keep a tally throughout the whole series.
Yeah.
Hopefully we didn't miss any.
They'll let us know.
Yep.
What kind of hat was it? At first I thought it was like a baseball cap, But then later in the show, it doesn't look like one.
Yeah, I'd have to look again, but I remember it being a baseball cap.
Yeah, that's what it looked like at first, but it's got King Kai's logo on the front, I believe.
Yeah, King Kai's got that merchandise. Swag. You get swag when you train with King Kai.
We also see Gregory. He's in a little chair in his own table, on the table.
It's definitely a baseball cap.
It is?
Yeah, I just saw a side profile of it.
Okay, well, yeah, cool. Gregory's in his little high chair, sitting on the table. I wrote down, it's cute.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that at first.
Yeah.
He's got his own little table on top of the table.
Yeah. I don't know why. I get, like, in other scenes, he doesn't look much smaller than Bubbles, but here, he's, like, really small.
Anime.
Gregory asks if all this eating will slow Goku down. King Kai says it makes him much faster. King Kai also says the Saiyans are fast too, but Goku isn't there yet. Goku what?
Goku's still computing that whole thing from 20 episodes ago.
About what?
Does Goku know he's a Saiyan?
Yeah, he does.
Alright.
He found out when Raditz showed up.
He gets confused sometimes, though.
Goku asks King Kai what he knows about the Saiyans. Goku tells King Kai he doesn't know anything about them and that they sent him to Earth when he was just an infant. King Kai begins to give a history lesson on the Saiyans. Long ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Not really. Long ago on Planet Vegeta, there were two tribes of people. Goku's ancestors, the Saiyans, and the Tuffles. The Tuffles were a very advanced civilization. They had cities like the ones on Earth. They also had air travel and mini-malls. They had environmentally friendly energy sources. Not too far from the big cities, in the wastelands, lived the Saiyans. They lived in primitive fashion. They were much larger than the Tuffles, but fewer in number. One thing all Saiyans had in common was that they all had tails. Another was their brutal and violent nature. They loved to fight. But due to their small numbers, the Tuffles never worried about the Saiyans. That is, until one day, the Saiyans attacked. And so the Great War for the planet Vegeta began. The Saiyans quickly got the upper hand in the war. The Tuffles had technology on their side. They had devices that measured their enemies' fighting power and advanced weapons that they used to hold the Saiyans off. Though few in number, the Saiyans' strength was so great they won many of the battles. And just when it seemed there was no end in sight for this horrible war, something happened on Planet Vegeta that only happens once every 8 years. There was a full moon, a decisive factor in the war. Saiyans have the ability to transform into large ape-like creatures when the moon is full.
Alright, this shit confused me right here. So is this the first time the moon ever came out, ever? Like, what about 8 years ago? Why didn't they take over the planet then?
Maybe nobody transformed.
Why?
Maybe they were all in a cave sleeping or something.
Yeah, they all go to bed early.
Goku does. Maybe it's just Saiyan nature.
Saiyan nature to go to bed before the fucking sun sets.
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe they did transform, but they just never made it to the cities.
I call bullshit. Story doesn't make sense.
What does it say in that? What does it say in the dubs about the time frame?
It doesn't really say anything different. But I always assumed that they got the technology from Frieza. I forgot about the Tuffles.
They actually got it from well, never mind. We'll get to that. It didn't take long for these monsters to destroy the Tuffles and their advanced civilization. But then a new problem began for the Saiyans. Without the Tuffle technology, they couldn't travel in space. This meant they couldn't satisfy their desires to fight. King Kai then tells a joke. How many Saiyans does it take to build a rocket ship?
Boo.
Goku gives 0 fucks about this joke, so King Kai goes back to his history lesson. Not far away, the Saiyans met the Arcosians. The Arcosians had money and technology, but their planet was a dump, so they hired the Saiyans to conquer a new planet for them, and an unholy partnership was formed. With Saiyan might and Arcosian ingenuity combined, they formed a fleet of planet pirates. A space pod was designed to travel vast distances of the universe. They even sent babies like Goku to distant planets.
And giants like Nappa. And they all fit in the same space pod.
Don't get me started. The Saiyan leaders were more than happy to send specimens of their race to the great unknown. They knew that when the infants grew up, they would extinguish all inhabitants of the planet they landed on. Like Earth, Planet Vegeta also had a guardian. He used his powers to attract a vast system of meteors to the planet when he could no longer tolerate the horrible burden of the Saiyans' dark deeds.
All right, now who the fuck is this guy? There's another guardian?
Perhaps.
I don't remember this at all. Like, when this came up, when I was rewatching it, I was really confused.
Yeah.
So, do you think that this guardian had Dragon Balls?
No. He was probably likely not Namek.
Oh, I thought only Nameks could be guardians.
Uh-uh.
Oh, I guess the previous Guardian Earth wasn't Namek.
Kami was, I believe, the first.
But, alright, so Planet Vegeta has a guardian. That's interesting. And supposedly he destroyed Planet Vegeta.
Yes, he brought destruction.
Allegedly. This is the official story.
Planet Vegeta was demolished. Only 4 Saiyans survived the destruction of Planet Vegeta, and Goku is one of them. Goku then shouts, "No, I'm not one of them." King Kai tells Goku that he might despise his heritage, but the fact that he is a Saiyan is a great asset. He tells Goku to channel his anger and use it to enhance his training. I got a very strong Yoda vibe here.
Yeah.
Goku says he can't wait to start training again. Gregory agrees. And back to training they go, with Goku trying to hit Gregory. Back on Earth, up at the lookout, Kami tells the Z Warriors that he and Popo are happy with the progress that they have made while training there. They have reached a new level of strength and technique, but now the time has come for them to return to Earth. Kami tells them to fight with honor. Yajirobe asks if he can take his weighted clothing off. Kami says that he can do as he pleases. We then see what looks like Yajirobe's fat ass. Yamcha asks the others what they are going to do back down on Earth. Krillin says they should go somewhere to continue training. Tien wonders how much Goku has improved. Tien is obsessed with Goku. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's kind of like how like Piccolo's obsessed, but in like a more I don't know.
Less evil, just more competitive.
Less evil, more, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I guess 2 weeks passed by. That's what the narrator said, I think. So according to the subs, that would mean there's 118 days remaining. So how are they going to fill that time on Earth?
Train.
Yeah, more meditating, more moving waterfalls.
More mooching off Roshi.
Exactly. I feel like we need to go back to this whole guardian of Planet Vegeta. I know we're jumping a little bit ahead talking about Frieza destroying the planet. I think we all know about this.
Spoiler.
But who really did it?
Did what?
Destroyed Planet Vegeta.
Frieza did.
So what's all this Guardian of Earth nonsense? Does King Kai know about this?
No, he doesn't know that Frieza blew it up.
I'm confused. Like, I thought King Kai was, like, all-knowing.
To an extent, he's just not very observant. He doesn't pay much attention.
He just gets, like, the cliff notes.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like the whole, his whole, like, able to, like, see all things going on all over the place. Like, he kind of just, like, has that going in the background.
Yeah,
he's,
I think
writing new jokes.
To be able to actually, like, see what's going on, he has to, like, be locked in and focused on something. Otherwise, he's not, like...
So when the whole Planet Vegeta was getting blown up, that wasn't really enough to, like, keep his attention very much. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like
maybe
someone's blowing up Planet Vegeta. It must be the Guardian.
Maybe it, like, happened, and then, like, he kind of, like, sensed it, and then he goes and he's like, what's going on? And then, like, you know, it was too late and everything was already done. He's like, oh, shit, what happened here? And then, like, I don't know, he sent, like, a Morse code out, and then they sent back Guardian blew up planet.
Yeah, I like to think maybe he knew the Guardian of Planet Vegeta, and he, like, knew he was, like, depressed and, like...
Maybe there really wasn't a Guardian of Planet Vegeta, and King Kai just... Somebody told him there was one, so he believed it.
The Guardian of Planet Vegeta, he was just, like, he hated his job, and, like, he'd show up on the lookout every day and be like, fuck this place, I'm gonna burn this mother down. I've had enough with these goddamn Saiyans and these goddamn Tuffles.
Maybe.
And then King Kai was like, damn, he finally did it. Blew it up.
Finally snapped.
But, yeah, I don't know. Seems like a conspiracy theory to me.
What, about the Guardian?
Yeah.
Maybe. He might be real.
He never gets mentioned again, does he?
No. I suppose he's dead.
Guess so.
It's likely that no one on the planet knew about him. The Tuffles might have known about him, since they had technology and whatnot. But, you know,
True.
How long was it before everyone found out about Kami?
True. Yeah, I guess it was a while.
So, who really knows?
That'd be interesting. Like, so many things that I'd like to, like, learn more about. I wish they did, like, more, like, spin-off kind of stuff. Especially with the Saiyans.
Yeah.
Would have been cool.
For sure. Back on King Kai's planet. Does his planet have a name? It needs a name.
I think it's just King Kai's planet.
Because typing King Kai's planet every time just kind of gets old.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll think of something. I'm sure.
KKP.
KKP.
King Kai is busy working on his demolished car while Goku continues to chase Gregory. Goku appears to be getting closer and closer. He then comes up with a plan. He throws the hammer as hard as he can in one direction. The direction that Gregory is going. Then he turns and he runs the opposite direction. In theory, this is a good idea. And actually, it's a great idea because it works. Goku catches the hammer, and before Gregory can react, Goku taps him on the head with it. Not bad, Goku.
Thank fucking God.
How long do you think it took him? Because it took, what, 3 weeks to catch Bubbles?
I said at least 2 weeks, because that's how much time the narrator said passed in the last scene.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Bubbles, still in his hat, celebrates with his little monkey dance. Goku asks Gregory if that was okay. Gregory says he couldn't hurt him if he tried. Then a big cartoon lump grows on his head. King Kai says Goku might be the one. The one what? The one ring to rule them all? The one to bring balance to the Force? The one to save humanity from the Matrix?
Yeah, I think if you read the subs, it sounds like when he says the one, he's referring to the one who can
master
the Kaioken, yeah.
Interesting. Well, be more specific, King Kai. King Kai says that Goku can master Kaioken and defeat the Saiyans. King Kai says that no one has ever been able to master Kaioken. No one except King Yama, of course. King Kai tells Goku to visualize himself at his very best, both in body and in spirit. He says, now that you understand, let's go take a lunch break. Back at Kame House, Bulma and Roshi are hanging out with Baba. Not Giant Baba, Fortune Teller Baba.
Who's Giant Baba?
He was a Japanese pro wrestler back in the day. He was very tall. Roshi asks if she can tell them what her crystal ball says about the future. She says, whose future? Be specific. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Also, why is Baba always so grumpy all the time? She's
menopause.
But she like, she's older than Roshi, no?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, older sister.
Yeah, she's old as fuck, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she hates her job too.
She doesn't seem. Oh, well, we don't really know what she does. Well, we kind of do, but I won't get into that. That's a spoiler. I don't know. She needs to calm down, though. Write a blues album or something.
Write a blues album?
Yeah. Roshi says the planet's future. Also, side note, Bulma looked really young here. Like she regressed back to her Dragon Ball self. Because just a few episodes ago, she looked like some, 28-year-old chick out of a 80s nightclub. But here she looks like she's like 16 again.
Yeah, it is strange how that happened. They were just, I don't know, maybe they got a bad response from 80s Bulma from the fans.
Baba does some witchcraft to look into her crystal ball. She says, oh no, as of right now, the Earth has no future. I think Baba's just a shitty fortune teller.
And actually, you're right, because in the subs, she pretty much just says, wow, I can't even read the future right now. Something like that. She doesn't say that the planet has no future.
Well, not that there are any good fortune tellers, but
Yeah. Fucking fortune tellers, scam artists.
Exactly. Back in the middle of nowhere, Gohan and Piccolo are still training. Gohan is attacking Piccolo, who says, no, attack, don't just punch, use your strength. But I don't agree with Piccolo here. It's about volume, not power. We don't want Gohan gassing out in the second round.
This is true.
Back on KKP, King Kai hits Goku with what was it? Like an energy blast. Then Mr. Narrator comes in to inform us that the Saiyans are on the outer edge of the solar system, even though that's where they were several episodes ago. So make up your mind. Unless they stopped again and we didn't just see.
Yeah.
He says they are already passing by Jupiter. I'm surprised they made it past Jupiter.
I'm surprised Jupiter is in the solar system.
We need Neil Tyson in here to drop some knowledge on this stupid show.
Oh, I think we already brought that up once in the past.
Probably.
God, he would...
These Saiyans thinking they're just gonna fly by Jupiter like that.
Do you understand how strong Jupiter's gravitational pull is?
He then says, the narrator, that is, says there's only 1 day remains until their arrival. What?
Yeah, I guess a lot of time passed in Goku trying to learn Kaioken.
Or this just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't think they mentioned any timeline stuff in the subs at that point.
But
and also in the subs, I forgot to mention, King Kai actually gives us a little sneak peek. He mentions his finishing move that he's going to teach Goku.
Could that be the Spirit Bomb?
Spirit Bombaroo?
Spirit Bombaroo.
Perhaps.
Stay
Only
tuned.
one way to find out.
For the next episode. That's it. That's the episode.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, it was a step up from the last episode.
I don't remember the last episode, but I probably agree.
It was just more. It was King Kai's introduction episode.
Oh, right. Yeah, where he was like really annoying.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, this was definitely better.
Thank God they chilled that character out progressively throughout the series.
Yeah.
If he just like stayed full throttle joke mode, I don't know if I would have been able to take it.
It's that go away heat, brother.
Yep.
Yeah,
well,
it was fine.
I think we only got one more episode until things start getting interesting. All the build up.
Yeah, I think so. It starts getting good here. I got nothing else to say.
Yeah, me either. Let's wrap it up.
Like, rate, review, follow, subscribe. All of the above. And as always,
tune in next time for another exciting episode of the Dragon Balls Deep Podcast.